Starting lineup for your Staunton Braves in left field, number 42 from JMU, Ike Schmidley. Playing first base from Florida Southern, number 47, Wyatt Campbell. Playing right field, his final game with the Braves from Buffalo Gap High School in Fairmont State, Noah Canterbury. Catching will be number 12. He's going to Delaware, LT Cockrell. Batting fifth at third base, BMI number 19, Brad Garner. Batting sixth, the shortstop from Ursinus, Jacob Cantor. He's wearing number 31. Batting seventh, wearing number 28, playing second base from Radford, Cam Cole. Batting eighth, designated hitter from Trevecca, Nazarene, number 10, Frankie Carreras. Batting ninth, playing center field from Roanoke, number 26, Nate Prince. Pitching tonight for the Braves from Valdosta State, number 23, Trey Jackson.
So as we get things started here at the final home game and final game of the Valley League season here for the Braves, Trey Jackson will get the pill at the top of the bump in this ball game. He is backed by catcher LT Cockrell, and the defense behind him over at first base, Wyatt Campbell. At second, Cam Cole. Over at third, Brad Garner. And at short, Jacob Cantor. Out in left field, Ike Schmidley. In center, Nate Prince. And out in right, Noah Canterbury. Braves getting ready to take on the Waynesboro Generals. That will be led off tonight by second baseman number 28, Kyle Neri. Batting second, the shortstop, number 14, Luke Goforth. Batting third at first base, number 35, Christian Castaneda. Batting cleanup, doing the catching, number 26, Jason Willers. Batting fifth in center field, number 36, Elijah Boras. Batting sixth at third base, number 2, Kagan Costa. Batting seventh, the right fielder, number 31, Jack Dooley. Batting eighth, the designated hitter, number 45, Zachary Majors. And batting ninth in left field for the Generals, number 20, Kealo Smith.
Leading out for Waynesboro, From Rider University, number 28, Kyle Neary.
So Kyle Neary will get things started here for the Generals in the top half of the first inning. First pitch from Trey Jackson is swung at and tipped for strike one. So the count's 0-1 to the second baseman, Neary. Breaking ball from Jackson misses up high, and the count is 1-1. The 1-1 pitch is a fastball that misses up, and the count will go to 2 balls and a strike to Kyle Neary. The 2-1 is waved at and missed, and the count is even at 2-2. Two, the count, nobody on, nobody out. The pitch from Jackson is gonna miss slow. Thought that one was a strike right at the knees of Kyle Neary, but the home plate umpire obviously disagrees, as the count will go full at 3-2. Kyle Neary will be attending Rider University in the fall. The 3-2 is flown out into center field. Chasing it back is Nate Prince, and he'll make the grab for out number 1. So with one gone and nobody on, we'll bring up shortstop Luke Goforth.
Number 14 from Carson Newman, Luke Goforth.
Goforth is from Carson Newman. First pitch to him is swing at miss for strike one. Goforth has appeared in 12 games this summer with the Generals. He's batting .167 in those 12 games. The 0-1 is taken at the top of the zone. That'll be strike two. So 0-2 the count to Luke Goforth. Again, one out and nobody on. Pitch from Jackson is fouled off, and we'll do it again at 0-2 count. Luke Goforth from Blacksburg, Virginia. Home of Virginia Tech. The 0-2 is grounded weakly to the left side. Garner will field it on a couple hops and make the throw over to first in time for the second out.
Now batting, number 35 from Colorado State, Pueblo, Christian Castaneda.
So that'll bring up Christian Castaneda, the first baseman tonight for the Generals. He's from El Paso, Texas. Goes to Colorado State University, Pueblo. He's appeared in 21 games this summer with the Generals. The first pitch to him is taken. A little bit low for ball one. Castaneda is batting .257 in those 21 games with 7 RBIs, 6 walks, and 22 strikeouts. The 1-0 pitch misses up high, and the count goes to 2-0. So 2 balls, no strikes to Castaneda. The pitch from Jackson is a fastball lofted off to the right side. Camped under it is Noah Canterbury, and he'll make the grab for out number 3. So the Generals go down in order. 1, 2, 3 as we head to the bottom of the first. No score here at John Moxley Stadium. So leading things off here for the Braves in the bottom of the first will be left fielder Ike Schmidley.
Leading out for the Braves from JMU, number 42, Ike Schmidley.
First pitch to Schmidley is taken for strike 1. So Schmidley will get things led off here at the bottom of the first for the Braves. He's followed by first baseman Wyatt Campbell. Batting third and right, Noah Canterbury. The 0-1 is taken low, and the count goes to a ball and a strike. Batting fourth, the catcher, number 12, LT Cockrell. Batting fifth, the third baseman, Brad Garner. Batting sixth, the shortstop, Jacob Canner. The 1-1 pitch will not hit Schmidley, and the count will go to 2-1. Cameron Cole batting seventh at second base. Frankie Carreras DHing in the 8-hole. And batting ninth out in center field for the Braves is Nate Prince. 2-1 pitch is taken off the plate, and the count will go to 3-1. Jackson Sherman on the mound for the Generals. Jason Willers doing the catching. The 3-1 is called a strike at the top of the zone. The count will go to 3-2. The defense backing Jackson Sherman is Christian Castaneda at first, Kyle Neary at second, Keegan Costa at third, Luke Goforth at short as the 3-2 pitch is fouled off in front of the Braves dugout, and the count will remain 3-2. In left field, Keato Smith. In center, Elijah Borjas. And in right, Jack Doley. The 3-2 pitch is popped up in the infield. Calling for it is shortstop Luke Goforth, and he'll make the grab for out number 1.
Now batting the first baseman from Florida Southern, number 47, Wyatt Campbell.
So that'll bring up Wyatt Campbell, the first baseman. Wyatt Campbell goes to Florida Southern College and will be a junior this coming fall. First pitch to Campbell is taken on the outside part of the plate for strike one. Wyatt Campbell listed as a right-handed hitter in the Valley League website, but taking his hacks here today left-handed as he switch hit a little bit in college. So he's getting some reps in from the left side of the plate here in this at-bat as the count goes to 0-2. Sherman comes set. The 0-2 is popped up in the infield. Calling for it is Luke Goforth once again, and he makes the second grab of this inning for out number 2.
Now batting, right fielder from Fairmont State, number 35, Noah Canterbury.
That'll bring up Noah Canterbury now. So Noah Canterbury will hit. He goes to Fairmont State. His first pitch to him here is taken low for ball 1. Canterbury will be a senior this fall at Fairmont. The 1-0 pitch misses, and the count will go to 2 balls and 1 strike. Jackson Sherman, the pitcher for the Generals tonight, goes to Shenandoah University and will be a sophomore in the fall. The 2-0 is waved at, missed, as the count will go to 2 balls, 1 strike. Sherman's pitched in 7 games this summer. He's only started 1, so this is his second start of the year. The 2-1 pitch misses high and tight, and it's 3-1 to Noah Canterbury. The 3-1 is called a strike at the top of the zone, and the count will go to 3-2. So full count here with nobody on and 2 out for Noah Canterbury. The pitch is driven into right field. That'll chase back Jack Dooley, and that'll take a bounce off the right field wall. Canterbury turning around first. He'll cruise into second base with a 2-out stand-up double.
Now batting for the Braves, the catcher, number 12, L.T. Cockrell.
So the first hit of the game comes off the bat of Noah Canterbury. So Cockrell will be attending the University of Delaware this fall. Well, right now he's got a runner in scoring position with 2 outs in the bottom of the first. Sherman will step off and call Jason Willers out to the mound. So it appears there might have been some confusion there with some signs. The first pitch to Cockrell is absolutely smoked into left center field. That'll score Noah Canterbury. L.T. Cockrell will take a big turnaround first and hold. And the Braves are out to an early 1-0 lead in the bottom of the first.
Now batting, number 19, the third baseman, Brad Garner.
So that'll bring up third baseman Brad Garner with a runner on first and 2 down after The RBI single from Cockrell gives the Braves an early 1-0 lead. First pitch to Garner is a ball taken up and away. The 1-0 pitch is waved at, missed, and the count goes to 1-1. So 1-1 the count to Brad Garner. We'll be going to VMI this fall. Make it 2-0 after the fastball misses way outside. Two and 1 the count to Brad Garner. As Sherman comes set and delivers. And it's a called strike at the plate, and the count will run even at 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to Garner, runner on first and 2 down. As the off-speed pitch misses way off the plate, and the count runs full. So full count, 2 outs. LT Cockrell will get the head start at first. The delivery to Garner is driven deep out to left center field. That'll chase Keanu Smith back, but he makes the grab about 5 feet in front of the left field wall for out number 3. At the end of 1, the Braves jump out early. They lead it 1-0.
Willers.
So Jason Willers will lead things off here in the top of the second inning. So first pitch to him misses low, and it's 1-0 to Jason Willers. The 1-0 pitch is grounded softly to the left side. Garner will field it and make the throw over to first for out number 1. So with one gone and nobody on, that'll bring up center fielder Elijah Boras.
Colorado State University Pueblo, Elijah Boras.
First pitch to Boras is taken for strike 1. So no 1 count to the general center fielder. As that pitch is popped up in the infield. Calling for it is Cam Cole at second base, and he'll make the grab for out number 2.
Now batting from Paul D. Camp, Keegan Costa.
So that'll bring up Keegan Costa. The first pitch to him is taken up high for ball 1. Keegan Costa goes to Paul DeCamp. He's appeared in 1 game this summer. So 2-0 the count to Costa. The pitch from Jackson is called a strike of the knees, and the count will go to 2-1. Two balls and a strike to Keegan Costa as he fouls off that pitch. And it evens up the count at 2 apiece. So Costa's only appeared in 1 game this summer with the Generals. It was 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts in that 1 game. The count will go to 2-2 to him here. The pitch from Jackson is waved at and missed for strike 3. So Trey Jackson sits down. The Generals 1-2-3 in the top of the second as we go into the home half. The Braves lead it 1-0. So Jacob Cantor will lead things off for the Braves in the bottom of the second. So he'll face Jackson Sherman for the first time. First pitch is taken on the outside part of the plate for strike one. The 0-1 pitch misses low and runs the count even at 1-1. Cantor is from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and will be attending Ursinus College in the fall. The 1-1 pitch is hit high and deep out to left field. Chasing back Keanu Smith, and he'll make the grab about a foot in front of the left field wall for out number one.
Now batting for the Braves, from Radford, number 28, Cam Cole.
So that'll bring up second baseman Cam Cole with one out and nobody on. Cole will be going to Radford in the fall. The first pitch to Cole misses inside, and the count is 1-0. Cameron Cole's appeared in 24 games this summer with the Braves. As the 1-0 pitch misses outside and will bring the count to 2 balls, no strikes. The 2-0 pitch is a breaking ball that catches the zone and will bring the count to 2-1. So 2 balls and a strike to Cameron Cole. The pitch will be cue balled off to the right side. Pitcher Jackson Sherman will field it. The flip to first is in time for out number one. I'm not sure if that might be blocked by your view. The pole might be blocking your view, but the first base umpire actually signaled safe with his arms, like full on said safe, and then took it back and said out.
Robert, you should be ashamed of yourself.
So I don't know what happened there down the first base line, but I think I'm about as confused as the first base umpire. As Frankie Carreras will step up to the dish and take the first pitch he sees for strike one. So instead of 1 out and a runner on first base, there's 2 outs and nobody on for Carreras. The 0-1 pitch is fouled off to the left side, and the count will go to 0-2. I mean, Cameron Cole clearly beat the ball to the bag. I'm not sure. And he did call him safe, but then he just took it back. I honestly wish I could tell you what happened, but like I said, I think I'm about as confused as the umpire is down the first base line. As the 0-2 pitch is spiked in the dirt, and the count will go to 1-2. The 1-2 pitch misses off the plate and brings the count even to 2-2. Carreras goes to Trevecca Nazarene University. The 2-2 pitch is waved at and missed in the dirt. The tag put on by Jason Willers to complete the out. And that'll be out number 3. But we have completed 2 innings here at John Moxley Stadium on this last game of the season. And the Braves lead it here 1-0.
Dooley.
So leading off for the Generals here in the top of the third will be Jack Dooley. His first pitch to him is fouled off for strike one. So Jack Dooley listed under the General roster as a pitcher. He goes to Eastern Mennonite University and has only hit in 2 games this summer with the Generals. Has not had a hit in those 2 games as the count goes to 0-2 to Dooley here. The 0-2 pitch from Jackson misses high and tight, and will bring the count to a ball and 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes to Dooley. Called strike 3. So Trey Jackson will sit down Jack Dooley looking for the first out of the top of the third, and that'll bring up Zachary Majors.
Zachary Majors.
Zachary Majors goes to New River Community College. He's also only appeared in 1 game with the Generals. He's had 1 plate appearance, and he walked in that appearance. A 1-0 pitch is swung at and missed, and we'll bring the count even at 1-1. So 1-1 the count with 1 out. Yeah, nobody on to Zachary Majors, the designated hitter tonight, as he fouls that pitch back into the screen. We'll bring the count to 1-2. So Majors will be a freshman at New River Community College in the fall. A 1-2 pitch from Jackson is waved at and missed for strike 3. And it's back-to-back strikeouts to start the top of the third for Trey Jackson.
Now batting from Bluefield College, Gallo Smith.
So that'll bring up Kealo Smith out of Bluefield College. He has also only appeared in 2 games with the Generals this summer. So he takes a wave and a miss at the first pitch for strike 1. He'll be a sophomore at Bluefield College in the fall. He's playing left field tonight for the Generals. The 0-1 misses a little up, and we'll even up the count at 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Smith. The pitch. Called a strike on the outside corner. And it's a 1-2 count to Kealo Smith. One ball, 2 strikes, nobody on, and 2 outs. The pitch from Trey Jackson is grounded back up the middle. Fielded by second baseman Cam Cole. The throw to first is not in time.
Change it. Change it.
As the Generals have gotten their first hit of the game here with 2 outs in the top of the third.
Number 28, Kyle Neary.
So that'll bring us back to the top of the order. Not going to have a perfect game here tonight at John Moxley. We were getting close. We were at 7 straight outs to start the game. Sorry, 8 straight outs. 8 straight outs to start the game. Kealo Smith breaks it up with an infield single here in the bottom of the third. As Kyle Neary will fly the first pitch out to right field, chasing Noah Canterbury back, and he can't make the grab up against the right field wall. So Kealo Smith will come across to score. And Kyle Neary's got himself an RBI triple.
Now batting number 14, Luke Goforth.
Wasn't regular effort.
So Noah Canterbury had a hard time tracking that ball out in right field, and it twisted and turned him a couple times back up against the wall, and he couldn't make the grab. As there is now a runner on third with 2 outs for Luke Goforth. And a tie ball game at 1 apiece here in the top of the third inning. Jackson will come set. The pitch is called a strike at the belt of Goforth. And the count is 0-1. The 0-1. Breaking ball called strike 2. Also at the belt of Luke Goforth. And it's no balls, 2 strikes to the general shortstop. Jackson set chest high. The 0-2 misses a little tight and will bring the count to a ball and 2 strikes. We're in the top of the third here at John Moxey Stadium, a tie ball game after an RBI triple off the bat of Kyle Neary. The 1-2 pitch is a breaking ball that misses up, and will even up the count at 2 apiece. Jackson had recorded 8 straight outs before the infield single from Kealo Smith. And then Neary hit the triple in the next at-bat that scored Smith and tied the game up here at 1. Now Luke Goforth at the plate. And a 2-2 count. And he takes a swing and a miss at that pitch for strike 3. And as we go into the bottom of the third inning, your score here is tied at 1. So Nate Prince will lead things off here for the Braves in the bottom of the third and take a swing and a miss at a slider way outside of the zone for strike one. The 0-1 pitch is driven into right center field. Chasing it down is Jack Dooley, and he'll make the grab in the right center field gap for out number one.
Now batting number 42, Ike Schmidley.
So nice grab by the right fielder, who's normally a pitcher for this Generals team. So he tracks that one down and makes the grab for out number one as we flip the lineup card back to the top with Ike Schmidley stepping in for the second time tonight. First pitch to Schmidley misses tight, and the count is 1-0. The 1-0 pitch misses low, and the count goes to 2-0 to the left fielder out of James Madison University, Ike Schmidley. Two-0 is grounded hard to the left side, but foul and into the Braves bullpen. So make the count 2-1. Two-one pitch is called strike two. We'll even up the count at 2 apiece. Schmidley will be a sophomore this fall at JMU, and in 22 games this summer, he's got a .333 batting average as he lines the 2-2 pitch hard on a line drive to the left side, but foul to keep the count at 2-2. He's got 30 hits in 90 at-bats. And the 2-2 pitch here is grounded softly at third baseman Keegan Costa, who cannot field it cleanly and cannot get the throw to first base in time, as Ike Schmidley will reach on the fielding error.
Now batting, number 47, Wyatt Campbell.
So that'll bring up first baseman Wyatt Campbell with a runner on first and one out here in the bottom of the third. First pitch to Campbell misses low and in. And the count will go to 1-0. Runner on first, one out here for the Braves. Here in the bottom of the third. Pickoff throw over to first. As Ike Schmidley slides back head first into first base just in the nick of time. So Campbell will step in from the left side again here with a 1-0 count. The pitch misses a little high and will bring the count to 2-0. So Wyatt Campbell will be a junior at Florida Southern College this fall. He's got a .302 batting average here with the Braves this summer with 26 hits in 86 at-bats. The 2-0 pitch is fouled off, and the count will go to 2-1. The 2-1 pitch misses off the plate. And Campbell's got himself into a hitter's count here at 3-1. Pickoff throw over to first is not in time as Schmidley's back into the bag head first safely. 3-1 the count to Wyatt Campbell. The pitch from Jackson Sherman misses low, and that'll be ball 4 to Campbell. And the Braves have runners at first and second here with one gone for right fielder Noah Canterbury.
Number 35, Noah Canterbury.
As it looks like the pitching coach for the Generals is going to come out and have a conversation with Jackson Sherman. We'll be back in just a moment. So after the mound visit, again, Noah Canterbury will step in. Runners at first and second with one gone here in the bottom of the third inning. As Jackson Sherman will come set and deliver the first pitch to Canterbury low for ball 1. So Canterbury has appeared in 36 games this summer for the Braves. As he grounds this one to the right side and through the hole for a base hit. Ike Schmidley will round third and head for home. The throw cut off by first baseman Christian Castaneda. And the Braves jump back out to a 2-1 lead.
Now batting number 12, L.T. Cockrell.
So with runners at first and second, L.T. Cockrell will step in after the RBI single from Noah Canterbury. L.T. has appeared in 19 games this summer with the Braves. He's batting .274. As the first pitch to him here is taken up and away for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch is lined into left center field. That'll get down and all the way to the wall. Wyatt Campbell will score easily. Noah Canterbury being held up at third, and L.T. Cockrell cruises into second base standing with a 1-out RBI double.
Now batting number 19, Brad Garner.
So that'll bring up third baseman Brad Garner with runners at second and third with only 1 out after the RBI double off the bat of L.T. Cockrell. The Braves jump out to a 3-1 lead here in the bottom of the third. First pitch from Sherman to Garner is a swing and a miss at a slider outside the zone for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch to Garner. It is a breaking ball that misses a little high, and the count will be even now at 1-1. The 1-1 pitch is an off-speed. That catches the inside part of the zone, and it will bring the count to a ball and 2 strikes. Garner will be going to VMI in the fall. He's got a .242 batting average in 21 games this summer with the Braves. He's got a 1-2 count with 2 runners in scoring position here as he takes the 1-2 pitch a little high, and will bring the count even at 2-2. 2-2 count, 1 out, runners at second and third. The pitch from Jackson Sherman misses low and off the plate. And Brad Garner's got himself a full count here. So 3-2 count, runners at second and third. One out here in the bottom of the third inning. The pitch is a breaking ball that misses up for ball 4. And the bases are loaded now for shortstop Jacob Canner.
Now batting number 31, Jacob Cantor.
Jacob Cantor, a late addition to this Braves team, has appeared in 9 games. He's got 6 hits and 32 at-bats as the first pitch to him here. Misses off the plate for ball 1. Bases loaded, 1 out in the bottom of the third. The Braves lead it 3-1. They got a big opportunity to get a big lead here, as the 1-0 pitch to Cantor is taken at the knees for strike 1. So 1-1 count to Cantor. The pitch is lined in at center field. That'll get down for a base hit. Canterbury will score. LT Cockrell held up at third. And it's a 4-1 Braves lead here in the bottom of the third inning.
Now batting, number 28, Cam Cole.
So the base is still loaded here after, again, Cockrell was held up at third. So the bases are juiced with 1 out for second baseman Cam Cole. First pitch to Cole is a fastball that misses up for ball 1. The 1-0 is waved at and missed, and the count goes even at 1-1. One out, bases loaded. The 1-1 pitch misses in the dirt, and the count is now 2-1. The 2-1 misses off the plate, and it's 3-1 to Cameron Cole. Three balls, 1 strike, bases loaded. The pitch. Call a strike on the outside corner. And Cameron Cole thought it was ball 4 as he flips his bat to the third base side dugout. And instead of ball 4, it's a full count with the bases loaded. The pitch to Cam Cole is grounded hard back up the middle right at Jackson Sherman. The throw to the plate is in time to get the out at home, as there are now 2 outs here in the bottom of the third.
Now batting number 10, DH Frankie Carreras.
So the base is still loaded, and the 9th hitter will step up to the dish in this inning here for the Braves, as Frankie Carreras will get a turn with the bases loaded and 2 outs. First pitch to Frankie is going to miss up high, and the count will go to 1-0. The 1-0 pitch will miss off the plate and bring the count to 2-0 to the designated hitter out of Trevecca Nazarene University. The 2-0 pitch waved at, missed. The back pick to first is not in time, As Cam Cole slides back in safely after the back pick attempt from catcher Jason Willers. So 2-1 the count to Carreras after the swing and miss. 2 outs and the bases loaded here in the bottom of the third. The pitch from Sherman misses low, and it's a 3-1 count to Carreras. Three balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, the bases loaded, and that'll be ball 4 as that pitch misses way outside. And your score here is now 5-1 Braves.
Now batting for the Braves, center fielder Nate Prince.
So that'll bring up center fielder Nate Prince for the second time here in this bottom of the third inning. First pitch is taken at the knees for strike 1. Nate Prince started this inning with a fly ball to right field that was caught for the first out. The 0-1 pitch misses off the plate and evens up the count at 1-1. So he led off the inning with an out. He's got his second chance at it here in the bottom of the third with the bases loaded and 2 outs as the breaking ball catches the zone and brings the count to 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases loaded in the bottom of the third here for the Braves. The pitch is lined into right field. That'll get down for a base hit. That'll score at least 2. The throw to the plate is not in time as Cam Cole comes across to score the 7th run of the night for the Braves.
That brings up number 42, the left fielder Ike Schmidley.
So that'll bring up Ike Schmidley with runners at first and second and 2 down. Schmidley reached on an error in his at-bat earlier in this half inning. So he takes the first pitch he sees for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch misses low. The back pick throw over to first is not in time as Prince slides back in safely. But the count will go to 1-1 to Ike Schmidley. A step off over to second base, and there's nobody there as Carreras will get back safely. First and second, 2 outs here in the bottom of the third for Schmidley. The 1-1 pitch is lined hard down the left field side, but foul and into the bullpen for strike 2. One-two count, 2 outs. In the bottom of the third, the pitch is popped up and out of play, so the count will stay at 1-2. A 1-2 delivery. Breaking ball misses up high and brings the count even at 2 apiece. The 2-2 is grounded hard, but right at shortstop Luke Goforth, who makes the play over to first just in time for out number 3. but not before the Braves tack on 6 runs in the bottom of the third. Your score after 3, Braves 7, Generals 1. So Christian Castaneda will lead things off here in the top of the 4th for the Generals after the Braves' 6-run bottom of the 3rd thrust them to a 7-1 lead here as the first pitch to Castaneda is taken low for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch taken on the outside part of the plate and evens up the count at 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike count to Castaneda. Make it 1-2 after the breaking ball freezes Castaneda and brings the count to a ball and 2 strikes. So 1-2 count as Trey Jackson comes set chest high. The pitch is grounded to the right side. Fielded by second baseman Cam Cole. The throw over to first is in time for out number 1. Cole had a little bit of trouble with the grounder that popped out of his glove, but was able to recover and make the play in time for the first out. And that'll bring up the catcher, Jason Willers, for his second at-bat tonight. Willers grounded out to third base in his last at-bat. First pitch to him here is a grounder to shortstop Jacob Cantor. The throw over to first is way off. Willers is on after the throwing error from Jacob Cantor. So runner on first and one out here for Elijah Boras. First pitch to Boras is popped up foul and out of play for strike one. So 0-1 the count to Boras. The 0-1 pitch misses up high, and we'll even up the count at 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Boras, 1 out, and a runner on first base here in the top of the fourth. The pitch from Jackson is called a strike about belt high on the outside part of the plate. And the count will be 1-2. A 1-2 pitch from Jackson is waved at and missed for strike three. The check over to the first base umpire says that Boras went around. And that'll be out number 2 here in the top of the fourth. So with 2 outs and a runner at first, Kagan Costa will step in and swing the stick here for the Generals. So 2 outs and a runner on first. The first pitch to Costa is grounded to the right side, fielded by first baseman Wyatt Campbell on a hop, and he'll just take it to the bag himself for out number 3. So no hits, 1 error, no walks, 1 runner left on base as we go into the bottom of the fourth. The Braves lead it 7-1.
7, Wyatt Campbell.
So Wyatt Campbell will lead things off here for the Braves in the bottom of the 4th. They lead it 7-1 here as he steps in to hit from the right side as he flares that one out to right field. Jack Dooley calling for it and camped under it for out number 1. So 1 out.
Now batting number 35.
Now for Noah Canterbury, who had an RBI single in the 3rd. First pitch to Canterbury misses off the plate, and we'll bring the count to 1-0. The 1-0 pitch is off the handle of the bat and into the backstop. Foul for strike 1. The 1-1 misses off the plate, and it's 2-1 to Noah Canterbury. Canterbury has appeared in the most games this summer for the Braves. The 2-1 is a called strike on the outside corner at the knees and evens up the count at 2-2. The 2-2 pitch to Canterbury is grounded hard to the right side, and Kristen Castaneda can't come up with it.
Feeling good today.
As it's a 1-out single for Noah Canterbury.
Now batting number 12, L.T. Cockrell.
So that'll bring up catcher L.T. Cockrell with a runner on first and 1 out. First pitch to Cockrell is taken, letters high for strike 1. The 0-1 is popped up in the infield. Calling for it is second baseman Kyle Neary, and he'll make the grab for out number 2. So 2 outs, and the runner is still at first base. Brad Garner will step in and hit here. First pitch to Garner misses inside, and the count is 1-0. Pickoff throw over to first, not in time, as Canterbury gets back in safely. The 1-0 misses off the plate, and it's 2-0 to Brad Garner, who in his last at-bat worked himself into a full count and ended up walking. The 2-0 pitch here is fouled off to the right side and toward the parking lot here, as that'll bring the count to 2-1. The 2-1 pitch is a slider that looked like a frisbee out of the hand of Matthew Shepard. And that'll bring the count to 2-2 after that one catches Garner at the knees. 2-2 pitch is lined softly into center field, and that'll get down for a 2-out base hit. And the Braves have runners at first and second here with 2 down. And Jacob Canner stepping up to the dish. So Matthew Shepard now pitching for the Generals here, as he took over for Jackson Sherman. Sherman pitched 3 innings, gave up 6 hits, 7 runs, only 3 of them earned. He also gave up 3 walks and had 1 strikeout. So that is Jackson Sherman's line for the night as Matthew Shepard takes over here in the bottom of the 4th. First pitch to Jacob Canner is taken for strike 1. The 0-1's a slider that's hit high down the left field line, but foul for strike 2. Sweet. So 0-2 the count to Jacob Canner. Runners at first and second. The pitch is tipped, and catcher Jason Willers can't hold on to it, so Canner will stay alive with the 0-2 count. Two on, 2 out, and 0-2 count to Canner as Shepard comes set and delivers as the fastball misses in the dirt for ball 1. So on ball and 2 strikes, the count to the shortstop Canner. The pitch misses off the plate and evens up the count now at 2 apiece. The 2-2 is a slider that misses off the plate, and it's a full count now to Jacob Canner. This will be the 7th pitch of the at-bat. Full count, 2 outs. The runners are going to get a head start. The pitch is chopped at the plate right back at Matthew Shepard, who makes the throw over to first for out number 3. So 2 hits, no walks, no errors, 2 runners left on base in the bottom of the 4th as we go into the top of the 5th. The Braves lead it 7-1. So Jack Dooley will step in for the 2nd time tonight and get things let off here for the Generals in the top of the 5th. As he faces Trey Jackson for the 2nd time. And takes the first pitch he sees low for ball 1. The 1-0. Swing at and missed. High fastball gets Dooley to chase and will bring the count to a ball and a strike. 1-1 is tipped at the plate. And we'll bring the count to a ball and 2 strikes. So a ball and 2 strikes, the count to Dooley. As Jackson will toe the rubber. Get his sign from catcher LT Cockrell and come set. A 1-2 pitch is grounded hard to the left side, fielded by third baseman Brad Garner, and it's stuck in his glove. So the ball actually got wedged into the webbing of third baseman Brad Garner's glove, and he couldn't get the ball out and make the throw over to first. So Jack Dooley on with an infield single, as Zachary Majors, the designated hitter, will step in with one out, with one on and nobody out. Pickoff throw over to first, not in time. First pitch to Zachary Majors is fouled off, and the count will go to 0-1. So no balls, 1 strike to Majors. Runner on first base, and nobody out. The pitch, swing at and miss for strike 2. So 0-2 count, runner on first, nobody out. Majors choked up way high on the bat. The pitch. Called strike 3 on the low outside corner. That will be the first out of the top of the 5th. So runner on first and 1 out for Kealo Smith, who singled and scored what has been the only run of the game so far for the Generals. First pitch to him here is taken on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Pickoff throw over to first is not in time as Dooley steps back to the bag safely. The 0-1 pitch to Smith is fouled off up and over the press box for strike 2. So 0-2 the count to Smith. Runner on first and 1 out. The pitch from Jackson. Called strike 3 at the top of the zone. And Kealo Smith is sat down looking for the second out.
Kyle Neri, second baseman. Yes.
Second baseman, Kyle Neri.
So after the leadoff single, Trey Jackson gets back-to-back strikeouts as we get back to the top of the order with a runner on first and 2 gone here in the top of the 5th. First pitch to Neary is a excellent off-speed pitch that pulls the string on Neary for strike 1. The 0-1 is grounded to the left side and through into left field for a 2-out single. So that ball gets past the diving attempt of Jacob Canner in the 6 hole. And it's a 2-out single to put runners at first and second with 2 down.
Luke, go
for shortstop Luke Goforth. First and second, 2 outs. Goforth at the dish. The pitch misses a little high, and the count is 1-0. The 1-0 is flown out into left center field, chasing back Nate Prince, and who will make the grab, running up into the wall for out number 3. So a nice grab out there in center field by Nate Prince is the 3rd and final out of the top of the 5th. 2 hits, no errors, no walks, and 2 runners left on base as we go into the home half. The Braves lead it 7-1. So Cam Cole will lead things off here for the Braves in the bottom of the 5th inning. As he gets ready to face Matthew Shepard for his first time tonight. His first pitch is taken and picked out of the dirt by catcher Jason Willers for ball 1. Second pitch is foul off, and that'll bring the count even at 1-1. The 1-1 pitch misses off the plate, and the count will go to 2-1. The 2-1 pitch misses up, and that's a 3-1 count to second baseman Cam Cole, who again will be attending Radford University in the fall. 3-1 pitch swung at and missed, and the count will go full Good low inside fastball from Matthew Shepard to get the swing from Cam Cole as the count is now full at 3-2. The pitch. Called strike 3 on the outside part of the plate, and Cameron Cole is sat down looking for the first out of the bottom of the 5th.
Now batting, Frankie Carreras.
So that'll bring up designated hitter Frankie Carreras, who's got a walk and a strikeout in his 2 plate appearances so far tonight. As he swings and fouls off the first pitch he sees for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch is off the handle of the bat right at first baseman Christian Castaneda. He'll take it to the bag himself for out number 2.
Now batting number 26, Nate Prince.
So that'll bring up center fielder Nate Prince, who has singled and flown out in his 2 plate appearances tonight. First pitch to him here is a fastball taken up high for ball 1. 1-0 pitch is swung at and missed. And we'll bring the count even at 1-1. Shepard comes set. The 1-1 is lined down the left field line, but foul. And the count will go to 1-2. One-two count, 2 outs, nobody on, and a swing and a miss from Nate Prince will sit the Braves down 1-2-3 in the bottom of the 5th. We have completed 5 here tonight in the last home game of the season, and the Braves lead it 7-1. So Dominic Aton will take over for Trey Jackson here in the top of the 6th inning. The big left-handed pitcher. As Castaneda takes the first pitch, he sees from Aton off the plate for ball 1. Trey Jackson's night comes to a close after 5 innings pitched, 4 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, no walks given up, and 7 strikeouts. So an excellent start on the mound for Trey Jackson. As Dominic Aton will come in and look to take things over from here and keep that mojo going. The 2-0 pitch to Castaneda is taken up high, and it's 3-0. Is taken off the plate, and it's a leadoff 4-pitch walk to Christian Castaneda. As that'll bring up the general backstop, Jason Willers.
Now batting, Jason Willard.
So Dominic Aton will be a freshman this upcoming fall at Columbus State University. He's pitched in 4 games this summer with the Braves. He's got a 1.42 ERA. As the first pitch to Willers is called a strike on the outside part of the plate. The 0-1 is hit high and deep out to left field, but that'll just be a long strike as that ball is way foul. And the count will go to 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes here to Castaneda. The pitch from Aton is flared up in the infield in foul territory, playable for first baseman Wyatt Campbell, who makes the grab for the first out.
Now batting number 36, Elijah Borjas.
That'll bring up the shortstop, number 36, Elijah Borjas, with a runner on first base and 1 gone. First pitch is foul off for strike 1. The 0-1 is fouled off and to the right of the press box, and that'll bring the count to 0-2. The 0-2 pitch misses off the plate, and the count will go to 1-2. The 1-2 pitch is flown into left field. Chasing it down is Ike Schmidley, who makes the grab for out number 2. So 2 outs and a runner on first now for Kagan Costa.
Now batting, number 2, Kagan Costa.
So far tonight, he is 0 for 2. He's got a runner on first base here in the top of the 6th with 2 outs. As Aton comes set, runner goes. The throw down by LT Cockrell is not in time. As Castaneda swipes second base. An excellent jump from Castaneda. And he took off almost a half second before Aton even broke for home. So heads up base running by Castaneda puts a runner in scoring position here for the Generals. As the 1-0 pitch is a 50-foot fastball spiked in the dirt. That will push Castaneda over to third base. And the count to Keegan Costa will go to 2-0. Two balls, no strikes to Costa. Runner on third base. The pitch is a fastball that misses up and away for ball 3. Top of the 6th inning now. So I forgot to change the inning on the stream. I apologize for that, as the walk is issued to Keegan Costa. And the Generals have runners on first and third with 2 outs. Top of the 6th, the Braves lead it 7-1. As Jack Dooley will step in with runners at the corners and 2 outs. First pitch misses inside as Dooley dances out of the way of that one for ball 1. Want to know the count? As the fastball misses just off the plate, and the count will go to 2-0 now to Jack Dooley. So 2 balls, no strikes to Dooley. The pitch swung at and missed for strike 1. So 2-1 the count to Dooley. Again, runners at the corners for the Generals. Pitch is waved at and missed, and the count's even at 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners at the corners in the top of the 6th. Dominic Aton comes set and delivers a fastball that misses up, and the count will go full. So 3-2, 2 outs. The runner at first base will get the head start. The pitch from Aton is waved at and missed for strike 3. So 2 walks, no hits, no errors, 2 runners left on base. As we go into the bottom of the 6th inning, the Braves lead it 7-1. So leading things off here in the The bottom of the 6th inning will be left fielder Ike Schmidley, who takes the first pitch for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch is swung at and missed, and will bring the count even to 1-1. The 1-1 pitch is grounded hard, but right at shortstop Luke Goforth, who makes the play over to first for out number 1.
Now batting number 47, Wyatt Campbell.
So that'll bring up first baseman Wyatt Campbell. So 1 out, nobody on now for Wyatt Campbell, who takes the first pitch for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch is popped up in the infield. Calling for it, third baseman Keegan Costa, and he will make the grab for out number 2.
Now batting number 35, Noah Canterbury.
They'll bring up right fielder Noah Canterbury with 2 outs and nobody on. As the first pitch to him here is a breaking ball that backdoors Canterbury for strike 1. As Matthew Shepard has retired the first 5 Braves batters he's seen so far tonight. As the 0-1 pitch is chopped at third baseman Keegan Costa, and the throw over to first is in the dirt, and Christian Castaneda, unable to pick it out of the dirt, allows Noah Canterbury to reach on the air from third baseman Keegan Costa. So runner on first, 2 down now for catcher LT Cockrell. Cockrell's 2 for 3 on the night with a single and a double to his name. He's got a runner on first and 2 down here. The pitch from Shepard misses low. And it's a 1-0 count to Cockrell. Pickoff throw over to first, gets away from Castaneda and into the general bullpen. Canterbury will round second and head to third, where he will slide in safely. So it's a 2-base error from Matthew Shepard, as the 8th run of the ball game for the Braves is now only 90 feet away. And Cockrell will step back into the box with a 1-0 count. The 1-0 pitch is popped up foul, and the count will go even at 1-1. The 1-1 is grounded hard but foul to the left side, and the count will go to 1-2. One-two pitch is lofted out to left field, and that'll get down for an RBI single. So Canterbury comes across to score in the air by Shepard. Does prove costly as Canterbury comes around on the single from LT Cockrell. As that'll bring up third baseman Brad Garner with a runner on first and two down. Garner will take the first pitch on the low inside corner for strike one. The 0-1 is fouled off to the right side, and the count will go to 0-2. The 0-2 pitch is fouled off the face of the Generals dugout over there, and the count will remain 0-2. The 0-2 pitch is off the plate and will bring the count to a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 is chopped hard down the third base line, but foul. The count will stay at 1-2. So a ball and 2 strikes to Garner as that ball is lofted into right field, and Jack Dooley will make a leaping grab out in right field for out number 3. But the Braves do tack on an extra insurance run in the bottom of the 6th as they extend their lead now to 8-1. So a couple defensive changes here in the top of the 7th for the Braves. Now in center field is Zach Horn. Nate Prince is pushed over to right field. And Noah Canterbury now mans down first base as Wyatt Campbell has been pulled from the game. So it looks like my night up here will come to a close, and so will my 2024 Valley League season, officially this time. It's been an absolute honor and a pleasure doing this here and sharing this summer with you guys, the fans of the Staunton Braves, and from other teams around the Valley that tune in to watch their sons or friends play baseball. And I've had a lot of fun doing this, but for now, this season has come to a close for me in the booth. As I look forward to next season, I might be coming back here and seeing you guys here again in 2025. Thank you guys very much.
One-two count here. Strike 3 called, and McDade sets down Majors for his 3rd strikeout of the game. So that brings Kealo Smith to the plate, the left fielder for the Waynesboro Generals. He is 1 for 2 tonight. McDade set in the first pitch. It swung out and missed for strike 1. A 1 count here in the top of the 7th. McDade set. And here's the pitch. Strike number 2 on the outside corner. So a called strike brings the count to 0-2 for Evan McDade pitching to Kealo Smith, who is in his 2nd appearance for the Waynesboro Generals this summer. Made his debut on Saturday. The 0-2. This swung at and missed for strike 3, and McDade has struck out 2 in a row. So back to the top of the lineup go the Waynesboro Generals with Kyle Neary, the 2nd baseman from Rider University. He's batting .321 on the year, and he has a triple and a single tonight. McDade set, about to deliver the 0-0 pitch. And it is fouled back for strike 1. 0-1 count here to Kyle Neary from Evan McDade, a regular guy out of the bullpen for the Staunton Braves this summer. He's had a really good summer. The 0-1 just misses off the outside part of the plate, bringing the count even to 1-1. That fastball was just off the outside corner. McDade set for the 1-1. The pitch. Off speed, and it misses just up for ball 2. 2-1 count to the Waynesboro leadoff man, Kyle Neary. McDade set for the 2-1. The pitch. He's grounded over towards Brad Garner at 3rd. He makes the backhand. The throw across the diamond is in the dirt, but picked by Noah Canterbury over there at 1st for out number 3. And the Waynesboro Generals go scoreless here in the top of the 7th. And that'll bring us to the bottom of the 7th. So now pitching for the Waynesboro Generals is the first baseman, Christian Castaneda, here in the bottom of the 7th, and leading off is shortstop Jacob Cantor for the Stan Braves. The 0 pitch is a fastball in the outer part for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch is fouled over the backstop for strike number 2. Castaneda doing a good job out of the bullpen so far, coming in and getting ahead on his hitter. The 0-2 pitch from Castaneda just misses inside, and we are at a 1-2 count. The 1-2 just misses up high for ball 2. So 2-2 count here to Jacob Cantor as Castaneda is working very quickly on the mound. The 2-2 is swung at and missed for strike 3. And Jacob Cantor is down on strikes for the first out of the inning. That brings up second baseman Cam Cole for the Stan Braves, who on the night is 0 for 3. Castaneda gets the sign, and here's the first pitch. And that's a ball, fastball inside for ball 1. The 1-0 is delivered by Castaneda right down the middle for strike number 1, and we are in a 1-1 count. The 1-1 to Cole. It's a fastball that just misses either outside or up, but it's a 2-1 count. And like I said earlier, Christian Castaneda is working very fast on the mound. The 2-1. Down the middle with the breaking ball for strike 2. 2-2 count here to Cameron Cole, the Stan Braves second baseman. The pitch is fouled off the first base line. Past Coach Corey down there, and Cameron Cole fights to see another pitch. The 2-2 is an Ephus pitch, and it bounces to the backstop. Not every day that you see an Ephus pitch, but here is the 3-2. A little pause. And a broken bat grounded to shortstop. Fielded, thrown on the run, and it's beaten out by Cameron Cole. So the infield single to shortstop for Cameron Cole. That brings up the DH, Frankie Carreras, who is over 2 with a walk on the night.
Now batting, number 10, Frankie Carrera.
So Frankie Carreras, normally a catcher here for the Stan Braves, but today he's got the DH duties. Castaneda gets the sign. First pitch is a ball up high for ball 1. And Castaneda is looking in towards the dugout. I guess something doesn't feel right with his arm, and the coach is going out for a mound visit. So Christian Castaneda's pitching night comes to an end with a strikeout and a base hit by Cam Cole. So he faced 2 batters, and he now has swapped with Elijah Borjas, who is now pitching, and Castaneda goes back to first base. Still in the bottom of the 7th here, Braves lead 8-1, and it's a 1-0 count to Frankie Carreras. The pitch is a little flare towards right center, and it's going to get down for a base hit. And that is Carreras' first hit of the night. Little flare out towards right, just out of reach of the second baseman. So there's 2 on and 1 out for Nate Prince, the Roanoke native. So Borjas comes set, the 0-0 count towards Nate Prince. Looked low, but it was called strike for strike 1. Nate Prince 1 for 3 tonight with a .258 average on the season. The 1-0 hits the outside corner for strike 2, and Borjas is ahead 0-2 to Nate Prince. Stan Braves 9-hole. The 0-2 pitch. Line back up the middle towards center field. Charging is Matthew Shepard, and he makes the play for out number 2.
Oh, look here. Pinch hitter.
So here we have a pinch hitter for Ike Schmidley, and it is fellow intern Josh Adey, who in his career is 0 for 1 here at the Staunton Braves with a 4-pitch strikeout.
Josh Adey.
Looking for a chance to redeem himself here. First pitch is in the dirt for ball 1. I tell you what, all of us here at the Staunton Braves are rooting for Josh Adey to get a base knock here. The 1-0. Oh, it is hit down the first base line, but just foul. Josh Adey was staring at extra bases there. If he knows how to run to second. So Borjas comes set for the 1-1 pitch to Adey. The pitch. It's a breaking ball, and it catches the outside corner for strike 2. And Adey's in a little bit of a hole here, 1-2 count. Adey looking at Borjas in the eyes. The 1-2 pitch is grounded. He got his phalanges there, grounded to the pitcher. And that is a 1-3 put out for the end of the bottom of the 7th. Braves lead 8-1, and we'll be right back for the top of the 8th. So welcome back to John Moxie Stadium here for the top of the 8th. Levi Wilson has relieved Evan McDade, who threw a scoreless inning last inning in the top of the 7th. And Josh Adey has now replaced Ike Schmidley in left field for the last 2 innings. Normally a catcher, Josh, but he's found his way into left field for the last 2 innings. So the first pitch by Levi Wilson misses inside for ball 1.
Luke Goforth batting.
Luke Goforth, the shortstop, is leading off for the Waynesboro Generals here in the top of the 8th. He is 0 for 3 on the night. He takes a fastball down the middle to even the count at 1-1. Levi Wilson was a late addition this summer for the Staunton Braves, but he's been excellent for the Braves in the bullpen this year. The 1-1 is a fastball that just misses inside. Goforth thought about offering at it, but took it and is rewarded with a ball. The 2-1 pitch from Wilson is lined but fouled down the third base line, and that brings the count to 2-2. So a 2-2 count here to Luke Goforth, the shortstop for the Generals, number 14. Wilson gets the sign and comes set and delivers the 2-2. That is flown out towards right field. Nate Prince is running, and he's under it for the out. And that is out number 1 here in the top half of the 8th inning.
Christian Castaneda.
That brings up the 3-hole Christian Castaneda, who was pitching at the start of the bottom of the 7th last inning and then went to first base after facing 2 batters. He's 0 for 2 on the night. Batting .256 on the year, and it appears that he has gone into the box left-handed for this at-bat. The first pitch is outside for ball 1. Venture to say that he is not a switch hitter, considering he's hit 3 times right-handed tonight. The 1-0 count is swung and missed for strike 1. A couple of swings and misses here early for Levi Wilson. The 1-1 misses just low and on the inner half of the plate for ball 2. Wilson gets the sign, delivers the 2-1, and it is fouled off backwards. Might have taken a piece of LT Cockrell on the way back. But it's a 2-2 count here to Castaneda. Wilson comes set. And time has been given by the umpire for Castaneda in the batter's box as he adjusts his batting gloves. As Wilson takes the mound now. Still a 2-2 count. Wilson comes set. The 2-2. Swung at and missed for strike 3. Levi Wilson's first strikeout of the night is the second out of the top half of the 8th for the Staunton Braves. And that brings up catcher Jason Willers.
Now batting number 26, Jason Willers.
He was 0 for 3 on the night, but has put up a decent season for the Waynesboro Generals, batting .271 coming into tonight's game. The first pitch to him misses upstairs for ball 1. Pitch from Wilson is fouled back towards the football field, and we are now in an even count here at 1-1. Willer's got a fastball, and he fouled it off towards the right-hand side. A little behind on that. The 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball that misses upstairs. 2-1 count to Jason Willers, the cleanup hitter for the Waynesboro Generals. The 2-1 is delivered, and it's fouled straight back to the backstop. And we are even in a 2-strike count here. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So deuces wild here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs to Jason Willers. The pitch. Misses inside for ball 3. A full count here to Willers. Wilson gets the sign. Comes set. The pitch is grounded foul down the third base line. The Generals coach tried to make a play on it, but he booted it. Would have been an error in the book. But that all being said, it is still a 3-2 count here in the top half of the 8th. 2 down. And Willers fights to see another pitch. The payoff pitch. Plunks Jason Willers right on the shoulder, and he will be heading down to first base with a hit by pitch. So the 3-2 fastball drills Jason Willers right in the front shoulder. And that brings up Elijah Borjas. It was played all over the place tonight. Started in center field, then he moved to first, and now he is pitching for the Waynesboro Generals. He's 0 for 3 tonight, .254 average on the season. He's got a little Eric Davis going on right now at the plate with his bat wag, and there's ball number 1 on the inside. Wilson gets the sign, and for those not familiar with Eric Davis, he was a former Cincinnati Red back in the day. The 1-0 is fouled straight back to the backstop. Fastball fouled off for strike number 1. The 1-1 from Wilson is a breaking ball that misses upstairs and in for a 2-1 count. To Borjas, the Generals pitcher. Again, it's still 8-1, the score here for the Staunton Braves here in the top half of the 8th. And the last home game and regular season game of the season. It's been a pleasure here at John Moxley Stadium. Wilson delivers. And that ball is a little inside out towards right field. Nate Prince camped under it, and he makes the play for out number 3. And we will head into the bottom of the 8th with the Staunton Braves leading the Waynesboro Generals 8-1. So leading off the top of the half from the bottom half of the 8th inning for the Staunton Braves is the JMU ball player Zach Horn. He swings and misses at the first pitch for strike number 1. And he looks at strike 2. A little changeup or curveball action there from Elijah Borjas. And he blows Zach Horn away with a fastball on 3 pitches for out number 1. And that'll bring up Noah Canterbury, who's 3 for 4 on the night. Entered the game hitting .264. Surely will be up to .270 after tonight. For his 5th plate appearance tonight in his final game for the Staunton Braves. First pitch he looks at for ball 1. The breaking ball missed in the dirt there from Borjas. The 1-0 from Borjas. It's called strike on the outside corner for a 1-1 count. Canterbury has been in the heart of the order all season for the Staunton Braves. He's been an everyday player for them. As he rolls the 1-1 over, but foul towards first base. That brings the count to 1-2. Noah's positions have varied this year between right field and first base, but he's also been a DH here and there for the Staunton Braves as he takes the 1-2 back up the middle, a grounder. And it is thrown away by the new shortstop who was just brought in for the Waynesboro Generals, and that is Travis Farrell. So Noah Canterbury reached on the error by the shortstop, Travis Farrell. It was a throwing error. And that'll bring up catcher L.T. Cockrell, who also has a 3-hit night. Yes. He also has 3 RBIs to his name tonight. The pitch from Borjas. Looked low, but it's called a strike for strike number 1.
Catcher, L.T. Cockrell.
So Borjas gets ahead here to L.T. Cockrell, the cleanup man for the Staunton Braves, the catcher. The 0-1 pitch misses in the dirt and is picked out of the dirt by Willers. The 1-1 pitch is popped, foul, and out of play for strike number 2. And Borjas goes into a 1-2 count. So he is ahead here to L.T. Cockrell. The 1-2 pitch just misses on the outer part for ball number 2, and that brings the count to 2-2. So Cockrell has worked it back even. Borjas sets and delivers the 2-2, and it is fouled off. Cockrell does a good job spoiling that pitch, as it was a strikeout pitch from Elijah Borjas. Borjas comes set, and time is called by the home plate umpire in favor of L.T. Cockrell as he needs to adjust his handguard and batting gloves. And we're good to go here. Borjas gets the sign, takes a peek over at Canterbury at first, delivers the 2-2, misses low for ball 3, and the count is full. So a 3-2 count here to L.T. Cockrell in the bottom half of the 8th inning. The pitch just misses inside for ball 4, and L.T. Cockrell works a walk for his 4th time reaching base tonight, and that will bring up third baseman Brad Garner from VMI.
Brad Garner.
So Brad Garner digs in from VMI. He's 1 for 3 on the night. The first pitch is a called strike on the inner half of the plate for strike number 1. Borjas comes set and delivers the 0-1. It's grounded back up the middle, through for a base hit. Shepard comes onto it, and he throws it into the cutoff man. Canterbury's held at third, and the bases are loaded for Jacob Cantor.
Now batting, number 31, Jacob Cantor.
So Cantor, the shortstop for the Staunton Braves, he's 1 for 4 on the night. He's got a chance here to add to the lead. He can end it with a home run, or if he brings home Brad Garner from first base. So Borjas is going to go from the full windup. First pitch to Cantor is fouled off for strike number 1. Borjas has done a good job this inning getting ahead on pitchers. Getting ahead on batters. He's gotten ahead of 4 out of the 5 batters he's faced so far. The pitch misses low and is picked by Willers. That'll save a run for the Waynesboro Generals. Willers delivers the 1-1. Swung at and missed for strike 2. The ball was up and Cantor chased and was a little behind, resulting in a swing and miss, and he just found himself in a 1-2 hole here. Borjas with a long pause. The 1-2 is an eephus. That misses high. For ball 2, 2-2 count here in the bottom half of the 8th. 1 out. 8-1 ball game for the Staunton Braves. The 2-2 is grounded over towards third. Stepped on third. Thrown over towards first. It's in the dirt, but picked at first. And that is a 5-3 double play as Borjas escapes the jam, and we go to the top of the 9th inning, still with an 8-1 ball game. So Kagan Costa is leading it off for the Generals here in the top half of the 9th, looking to erase a 7-run deficit. And Levi Wilson is still back on the hill for his 2nd inning of work. First pitch from Wilson misses up and in for ball 1. Wilson worked a scoreless inning last inning. The 1-0 pitch, way outside for ball number 2. So 2-0 count here to Kagan Costa, and like I mentioned Levi Wilson was scoreless last inning. The only runner that reached was a walk. The 2-1 catches the inner part of the plate for strike number 1. So Costa looks at strike 1. Wilson set, delivers the 2-1. Just inside, it was dropped behind the plate by LT Cockrell. So maybe the ump couldn't get a good view of it. That brings the count to 3-1. Wilson set and delivers. Inside for ball 4. And the Generals have the leadoff on here in the top of the 9th. And that is Levi Wilson's second walk on the night, as well as Kagan Costa's second walk at the dish. That brings up right fielder Jack Dooley. 1 for 3 on the night. And if you remember correctly, he hit a ground ball to third that got caught in Brad Garner's web, which allowed him to reach first on a single back in the 5th inning. And the 1-0 misses on the inner part of the plate for ball 1. No action out in the Braves bullpen. Seems to be Levi Wilson's game to finish. The 1-0 is swung at and missed by Jack Dooley for strike 1. He threw it right by him, the fastball. The 1-1 is fisted out towards right field, and it's going to get down for a base hit. And Jack Dooley is aboard with a 2 for 4 night. And that'll bring up Matthew Shepard. Matthew Shepard was a pitcher at one point in this game, and then he made his way to center field. He's
Now batting, Matthew Shepard.
taking the place of DH Zachary Majors. Shepard does not have a hit on the season, as he is normally a pitcher for the Waynesboro Generals. I wonder if this is his first at bat, but the first pitch is inside for ball 1. So the 1-0 towards Matthew Shepard is swung and missed for strike 1. So Matthew Shepard, it is his second plate appearance on the season, second at bat. He is 0 for 1 with a strikeout, but he's ahead here in a 2-1 count with Levi Wilson pitching to him in an 8-1 ball game here in the top of the 9th. The runner takes off towards third. Levi Wilson didn't even notice him, and he throws it to the backstop for ball 3. And that allows Jack Dooley to take second. As Kagan Costa would have stole third easily because Levi Wilson did not notice that he was stealing. And he ran before he even pitched. And Dooley advances on the wild pitch to second. So a 3-1 count here with no outs in the top of the 9th. Generals trailing 8-1. The 3-1 is grounded back up the middle. And it's a base hit. Runner coming home towards the plate. The throw by Horn is not in time, and it gets to the backstop, and Matthew Shepard will take second base. He now has a .500 average on the season with 2 runs batted in. And that'll bring up Kealo Smith.
Batting, Kealo Smith.
All you gotta do is throw strikes. Throw strikes. You have the base hit. Maybe move the man up.
And Zach Horn's throw in to the plate to try and gun down Jack Dooley was to the backstop, which allowed Matthew Shepard to move to second into scoring position. The first pitch to Kealo Smith is lined into right field for a base hit, and Matthew Shepard looks like he got a late jump, but he will come across the score anyway, and it's 8-4 now. It's an 8-4 ball game here in the top half of the 9th. Kealo Smith with his second knock of the game. They're a single out towards right.
Now batting number 30, Luke Richards.
And that will bring up Luke Richards, a pinch hitter for Kyle Neri. And he gets hit straight on the helmet It might have got him in the face as he is still down, and you hate to see this. And we hope that he's okay. As Megan, our trainer here at the Stan Braves, will give some attention to him, and when we come back, we will give you an update. Hopefully, a good one. So Richards is up and is now walking off on his own power, but it is towards the dugout with trainer Megan. And that'll bring in the pinch runner over to first for the Waynesboro Generals.
Pinch running, Bailey Peak.
And that is Bailey Peak.
Now batting number 6, Travis Farrell.
And that'll bring up Travis Farrell to the dish, who does not have a hit on the season, but then again, it could be his first at bat of the season. So he went in a shortstop last inning for Luke Goforth, who was 0 for 4 on the night. But Travis Farrell has a chance to make some action happen here. And the first pitch is Kealo Smith takes off and steals third. The throw back towards first. And the pinch runner, Bailey Peak, did not steal with Kealo Smith, and he got hung out in no man's land, and he gets thrown behind and makes the first out at first base. And the pitch was a swinging strike to Travis Farrell, so it is 0-1. Kealo Smith steals third. The 0-1 is on the inside corner for strike 2. The 0-2 from Wilson to Farrell is swung at and missed for strike 3. So the Generals are down to their final out of the season here, and it rests on the shoulders of Christian Castaneda, who will go back into the right-handed batter's box for this.
Christian Castaneda.
Castaneda 0 for 3 on the night. He struck out his last at bat, but it's worth mentioning that it was left-handed. First pitch is fouled off into the screen backwards for strike number 1. So the Braves received the gift of a first out and then a strikeout. Gets them 1 out away. The 0-1 misses upstairs and almost hit Castaneda for ball 1. Wilson set and delivers the 1-1. It is fouled off again for strike 2, as Castaneda is behind on 2 fastballs so far in this at bat. He's fouled him off backwards into the right-hand side. And the Braves are 1 strike away from ending it. The pitch from Wilson misses on the inner half. It was close, but it's 2-2. So deuce is wild to Christian Castaneda. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top half of the 9th. Stan Braves lead 8-4. The 2-2 misses inside again, and we are full. 3-2. Castaneda down to the last strike here, but a ball would mean he gets first base. The pitch is ball 4, and Castaneda is on with a walk, and that brings up cleanup hitter Jason Willers,
Now
who is the
batting,
catcher.
Jason Willard.
0 for 3 on the night, but a 271 average on the season. Deep breath from Wilson as he gathers himself on the mound, gets the sign from the stretch, comes set, delivers the 0-0. It is fouled off the mask of LT Cockrell. He seems to be okay. He shakes it off, and it's strike 1 to the cleanup man, Jason Willers. So Willers fouls that fastball straight back, and he's in an 0-1 count. The 0-1 from Wilson is a ball that misses low, fastball. It is a 1-1 count here in the top half of the ninth with 2 outs. Wilson gets the sign, comes set, delivers the 1-1, and that ball misses in the dirt for a 2-1 count to the Generals' 4-hitter, Jason Willers. The 2-1 is hit a long way out towards left field. 80's showing us the numbers as he's running back, and that ball is out of here. Jason Willers has brought it within 1 with a 3-run homer to left field. So the 7-run lead for the Braves has been cut to 1, and the tying run is coming up into the dish in Elijah Borjas. The Braves bullpen still has nobody in it.
Now batting Elijah Borjas.
So it looks like it's Levi Wilson's game to finish. And Coach Brady Bogart has now called time and is going to head out to the mound. But once again, nobody was up in the Braves' pen. So it looks like it's just going to be a conversation from Coach Bogart just to try and settle things down here. And we'll be right back after the pitchers meeting. Coach Bogart is done with his mound visit, and Wilson is staying in the game here. And he is facing the 5-hole, Elijah Borjas, who was 0 for 4 and has pitched the last 2 innings for the Waynesboro Generals. The 0-0 pitch is to the backstop with a breaking ball for ball 1. So 1-0 to the Generals pitcher as he looks to extend the game and pass the baton on to the next batter. The 1-0 is a breaking ball that catches the outer part of the plate for strike 1. So 1 breaking ball to the backstop, and the next one is painted on the outside corner for a 1-1 count to Borjas from Colorado State. And that fastball hits the outer part of the plate for strike 2, and Borjas is down at a 1-2 count here with the Generals. Wilson gets the sign, comes set, and delivers the 1-2 pitch. It is fouled off down the third baseline, and Borjas lives to see another pitch as he spoils that one off. Still a 1-2 count here. The score's 8-7. Staunton Braves in the top half of the ninth with 2 outs. Wilson deals. It is grounded out towards shortstop Jacob Canner. He makes the play over to first, and that's the ball game, ladies and gentlemen. The Braves win 8-7.
Gentlemen, we'd like to thank everyone for coming out tonight. That'll end the 2020-2024 season. Thank you for your support this year. Hope to see you back here next summer for another season.
So the Braves hang on
Braves baseball.
a scare here in the top half of the ninth, and they end their season with a victory here at John Moxley Stadium with an 8-7 victory over the Waynesboro Generals. And once again, we'd like to thank every viewer for watching this season. We wish you all the best rest of the summer. And we'd like to thank every host family and player, coach, and everyone here on the staff here at the Staunton Braves. Thank you, and until next season.